Hey everyone, today's subject is haters, and I'm not doing this to solicit any sort of pity or response or any kind of oh woe is me reaction because it's not about me. It's about people who are haters and put that out there on social media. And social media has certainly made it easier for haters to have a platform. And yes, of course, this all kind of ties into some incidents in my life in recent months, but I want to do an overall view first and then kind of narrow in. First of all, my 123 Cents was created 8 years ago, the blog was, and then this YouTube channel actually just a couple of months after that. The whole point of it was to express my opinion on things in the world of professional wrestling. So I was boisterous in some of the claims that I made and some of the criticisms that I delivered, but I feel like I always did it constructively and in a nicer tone than some other websites, blogs, and podcasts do today. And again, I'm not calling anyone out. I'm not naming names or pointing fingers. I'm just saying, and the older I get, I'm 45 years old now, and you start to reflect on things and you view the world differently. And Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, who is kind of, I call him a social media guru, for lack of a better word, but he's into the branding and marketing thing, and he always talks about haters and being positive and moving forward with a positive attitude. And I've kind of taken that own advice into my own world when it comes to the blogs that I write now, the podcasts, and the YouTube videos that I create. And I try to not perpetuate the negative and focus on more positive things. There's a lot of things in the world to be hateful about and mean about and critical of. But you know what? It doesn't accomplish anything or doesn't accomplish much. So I take more of a constructive criticism approach when I do kind of analyze or look at the bigger picture of things. So that's my advice to the haters out there. Now, why I specifically am doing this is because of an incident from over the weekend. Aaron Brooks, who is a wrestler with Stride Pro Wrestling, had his paint job done by Mackenzie Blades, who is a very talented artist. She did it as Venom. The new Venom movie had just opened. Aaron Brooks, it's his favorite comic book character, hero, villain. I'm not into the comic book scene, so I may be getting some of the terminology wrong. But anyway, Aaron is a big fan. And he kind of did the paint job with Deadpool at a previous Stride event, and it got over. People liked it and enjoyed it. So he's kind of made that he stands out with this look. Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's similar to other professional wrestlers, for example, Finn Balor. But guess what? In the world of professional wrestling, there is very little originality. Something is duplicated or replicated or tweaked, twisted, manipulated, whatever you want to call it. And so that's just the way the game works. But Aaron is an independent wrestler. And what disappointed me the most is that fans, yeah, be vocal, be critical. That's your right. I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's your right. Other indie wrestlers were crapping on him and the look on social media. Fans, I get. Other guys in the business, I would hope, the brotherhood of wrestling, if you will, is a little thicker and a little stronger than that, but it's obviously not, and it's disappointing, it's disheartening, but that's the real world. That's the reality that we live in, and all we can do is move forward, be positive, be critical, offer constructive criticism. I would almost guarantee that 95% or more of those negative comments, especially the ones from the other boys in the business, not one of them reached out and told Aaron their opinion directly. It's very easy to be a keyboard warrior in 2018. My advice, yeah, voice your criticism, voice your opinion. That's America. That's what this country is built upon. But we can be nice about it from time to time. Reach out to the person. Offer them some tips. I've done this through my 20 plus years in journalism. I've heard it. I've had handwritten letters. I've gotten phone calls, text messages, emails, Facebook messages, tweets. You name it. And again, it's not about me. It's not about the pity party. Not at all. My point is, try to be positive. My buddy Chad Smart over at Positive Cynicism spreads that message. So try to do something positive. So for those who hate and those who may hate this video, do a thumbs down. That's cool. That's your choice. That's your prerogative. But at the end of the day, can't we all just get along? Rodney King said it best, let's attempt to get along. We all Democrats, Republicans, black, white, Muslim, Christian, Jew, we all have more in common than what separates us. I firmly believe that. So, yeah, it's about wrestling, but it's about the bigger picture. It's about the whole world. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to My 123 Cents.